So when it comes to you, you have to pay all of your taxes. But when it comes to members of the Labour Party, well, according to this article on screen, it's happened again. Because it says that there's questions for Keir Starmer over the field that he put in a trust. And it says that the 7 acres was sold for almost £300,000, where in a legal structure it meant that it was excluded from his parents' estate. And I'll scroll down in a moment so we can have a look at exactly what's happened. But when it comes to inheritance tax, as well as other taxes, I really can't stand them. Like, just the idea of inheritance tax alone. The idea that when someone's gone, the government essentially take half. You know, they'd call it 40%. At that point in time, you can just round it up to half. And they're going to take all of that when you're no longer here. And it really just goes to show that these laws are, nobody likes them. Not even the politicians in charge. Because just a short while ago, we had Angela Rayner dodging stamp duty on her home. Well, one of her multiple homes. But like I said, it just goes to show that the politicians overall, they don't believe in these taxes that they set. But they still want you and they still want me to go ahead and just obey them as if they're set in stone. So basically, as you can see there, Keir Starmer gave land to his parents. Essentially, he bought some land and it was on the parents' property, or just next to it. And he let them use it for years. So I think what they're trying to say is technically, it should have become his parents' land, with them on the deeds and whatnot. But he still kept it in his name. So when it came to inheritance tax time, when they unfortunately passed away, it meant that it was excluded from their estate, meaning that Keir Starmer didn't have to pay inheritance tax on it. That's the long story short of what's happened. But like I said, the fact that they're dodging these taxes themselves, it just goes to show that they really need to sort it out. They need to either stop doing this, stop dodging taxes altogether, or the better option, and this is option B, and I very much prefer option B, is that they start allowing us to do some of this as well. You know, dodging inheritance tax or stamp duty in a nice way, in a fun way, not like a proper criminal way, but just stop jailing people for similar things. But if you enjoyed this daily Clown World video, which I like to have a bit of fun in these videos, but this is tax. There is nothing funny about tax. It's awful. They want 20% of your transactions. Just leave us alone. You know what I mean? Whoa. You bought a McDonald's burger? That's a transaction.
This country has gone crazy.